We're back again, and we're on the bottom half of the first page now where you see this written. And this is known as the slope-intercept form of the equation of a straight line. And the important parts are the y is all by itself on one side of the equation. When you have the y all by itself on one side of the equation, you can be absolutely sure that the number multiplying x will be the slope of the line, the slope of the graph, and the number at the end, which we usually refer to with the letter b, is the y value of the y-intercept. It tells the value of y at the place where the graph goes crashing through the y-axis. So with this form of the equation, we no longer have to make a little xy table and spend 5 minutes with each graph. So I'm going to do these 4 examples, and of course, if it doesn't make sense right away, watch this a few times, and I think you'll catch on. So sorry it's not as dark as it should be, but there's your x and y axis. Well, this does have the y all by itself on one side, so the slope is positive 2/3, and the y-intercept is -1. And the way we begin to draw the graph is use the y-intercept. Y-intercept -1 means it goes through the y-axis at -1. Then we use the slope like little travel instructions for how to get to some more points. So it's a positive 2/3. Remember the idea, rise over run. The top number is telling us how much to go up or down, and the bottom number is telling us how many boxes to go sideways. If I go up 2 and over 3, up 2 jumps. I'm not counting lines, I'm counting jumps. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. 2 up, 2 to the right. And see, that's going to be going uphill, positive slope. The line goes uphill. And I can do this again, up 2, over 3. And if I go up 2 and over 3 again, I'm off the grid, but that's okay. The same pattern would work in the reverse direction. I could go down 2 and to the left 3, down 2 to the left 3 again. And now that I've got all these points, even without using a ruler, I can draw a decent graph. So there's the graph of y equals 2/3 x minus 1. Hey, no table, no calculator. Let me go right below, and here's y equals -2/3 x minus 1. So if I graph that, I start at the y-intercept of -1 again, but this time the slope is -2/3, so I want the line to be downhill when I'm finished. So I can go down 2 and over 3, and that'll accomplish that. Down 2 over 3, that's what a slope of -2/3 looks like. I could also do this, go up 2 and to the left 3. And I connect those points as accurately as I can with my drawing skill. Haha, there's the graph of y equals -2/3 x minus 1. Okay, I'm going to have to fold the paper now to get it to work against my little tripod. Here's y equals 3x plus 2. So the y-intercept is at plus 2. Here's my x-axis and my y-axis. Plus 2 for the y-intercept. We start at positive 2 on the y-axis. The slope is 3, and you can think of that as 3 over 1. It's positive 3, so we're going to be going uphill in this ratio, this little dance. Go up 3 boxes, 1, 2, 3, and go over 1. 1, 2, 3, over 1. Or go down 3 and to the left 1. It's creating the same line, isn't it? And connect those, and there's that graph. That's the graph of y equals 3x plus 2. And by the way, if you doubt that this is okay, try this. Put in some numbers for x, do what the equation says, multiply them by 3 and then add 2, get the y values. You're going to see it's the same points that we got from just using the idea that this is the slope-intercept form. Okay. One more, and then we'll go to another video later. Y-intercept is plus 2 again. And now the slope is negative 3, and I can think of that as negative 3 over 1, or 3 over negative 1. The important thing is it should be going downhill. So if I'm being very strict literally with this, this is down 3, right 1. Down 3, right 1. Down 3, right 1 again. Or using this one's interpreted up 3, left 1. 1, 2, 3, left 1. Makes no difference, as you see. When we're finished, we get a downhill line with a y-intercept of 2 and a slope of negative 3. Okay, hope that introduces the idea nicely for you. There'll be another video coming soon enough with the rest of this number 45 lesson. Take care.